There are hundreds of videos on YouTube dishing out frugal living tips. Some of them are mundane, some are crazy extreme, and quite a few we have put into practice ourselves.
But none of them will do you any good unless you get this one thing right first.
I'm Sporty, this is Ange.
Welcome to Mostly Mindful, where we encourage you to buy less, do more, and live simply and sustainably in the city.
What does frugal living mean? Is it actually worth the effort? Are we gonna count toilet paper squares?
Will you have to cut your soap in half? Frugal living has a bad rap. People often mistake it for being cheap. And nobody wants to feel cheap, obviously. So let's start by making the distinction.
So being cheap, our sort of definition of it is refusing to buy anything. So basically, if your underpants are just the waistband and you're not replacing them,
that's being cheap. If you don't want to buy anything ever.
Yeah.
On the other hand, frugal living is smart spending, and that's an important distinction to make. But there's something even more important that you need to get to grips with first.
So that important thing is getting your head in the game.
You need to adopt the right mindset. You can't go into frugal living reticently. You need to embrace it, and the only way to do that is by not feeling cheap and having the mindset that it's actually going to benefit you, and not leave you feeling deprived or hard done by.
So in the past, frugal living for me wasn't a thing. I liked to spend my money. I had a high-powered job. I earned very well. And I felt that whole counting the pennies was beneath me. So I never did that. I never looked at prices. I bought anything I wanted and probably wasted a lot of money along the way without even knowing it.
Yeah, and I think sometimes you used to scoff at me because I was always hunting out the specials. Because on
Betty.
Yes, that's my other nickname. On the frugal living scale, Sporty was on the zero, I don't care about it, and I was on the other end, going crazy all in, because I had more of a lack mentality, and I think that was partly based on my childhood. And then it also came about, I think it was a bit of PTSD, because I got into debt when I was younger, and then we had a lot of debt. So when we finally got back in the black, I was like, no, I'm just not going to spend money again ever.
And clearly my PTSD just erased the memories of the debt. Anyway.
Sporty was always on her own mission. But now we've actually met in the middle because our circumstances have changed quite a lot.
Yeah.
We changed the way, we changed our lifestyle. So we basically wanted to up our quality of life, and this meant downsizing our salaries, our income drastically. And as a result, we've really had to embrace frugal living. So now Sporty is actually all in on it.
Yes. I've started finding all the bargains out there and the specials. I've signed up for the local stores to get the weekly newsletter so that we can go and buy stuff that's on special.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you've really usurped my role in the family. Yeah. I mean, I'm not nearly as good as you as sniffing out specials these days. But that's cool. And then on the other hand, I've also I've learned to have a more open-minded approach to spending money. It doesn't have me breaking out in hives if I have to take out my credit card for something. So it's as if we've met in the middle, and now we're more of a frugal living team. Actually, let's just rephrase that and say we're more of a smart spending team.
Yes, exactly. Good.
Yeah.
Smart spending makes you feel proud of yourself. You're smart about what you spend your money on. Frugal living, I still feel like I'm scrabbling in the weeds for pennies when
Yeah.
I say I'm being frugal.
You're measuring out toilet paper.
Yeah, I'd rather spend smartly than live frugally, although it's bloody well the same thing.
Yes, exactly.
Excuse
the partly French there.
Yeah. We have experienced three main benefits as a result of smart spending. The first one is the obvious one. You save the money. So whatever you want to use it for, you can put it towards your retirement, your bond payments, the next holiday, whatever. So that's number one benefit. You save money and yeah.
The second one that we've really experienced is that it teaches you to delay gratification. So, like as an example, in the past, we would buy fancy coffees every day, and we didn't really savor them, if we're honest. We just drank them without it. Next thing, they were finished, and we dropped 100 Rand on them. Now, we earn our free coffee once a week, and it's something that we look forward to. So the whole week we know on a Saturday morning, we've got a ritual now, and we go to our local coffee shop. We get our free coffee, and we have a walk on the beach, and it's just a beautiful experience all around.
A special little moment every week that before we were you're obviously just servicing your caffeine addiction, which you can very easily do at home.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot to be said for delaying gratification. We live in a world of instant gratification, and honing that muscle and teaching yourself to just delay whatever you want for a little bit can really stand you in good stead.
There are actually scientific studies about the benefits of delaying it. The one that always stands out for us is called the marshmallow test. So some time back, probably in the 60s or 70s, I don't remember, they put young children or little kids into a room with one marshmallow. Cruel, I know.
By themselves.
And the researchers said to them, okay, I'm going to go out for 15 minutes. You can eat the marshmallow if you want, but if you wait for the 15 minutes, when I come back, I'll give you another one, and then you have 2 marshmallows. And the interesting thing about this study is that after they did this experiment, they followed the success rate of the kids into their adult life, and the kids that waited for the second marshmallow got better grades and were more successful in their careers as a general rule.
Amazing.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So, benefits of delayed gratification.
The final benefit is that it's better for the environment because, you take something as simple as a Ziploc bag. A lot of people just see it as single-use plastic and they'll use it once and then throw it away. But those things they're really hardy. So you can wash them and use them numerous times. And that's just one of many ways that, you start looking around and thinking, okay, I'm not going to buy a new something. I'm going to reuse what I have. So, which is great for the environment.
Exactly. I mean, if you sending out sandwiches to school with the kids, you can wash them. If you freezing bananas for smoothies in Ziploc bags, you can wash them. I mean, it's really it's with anything really. Hey,
just one example. We're going to share more frugal living tips in the future and tell you what we do to save money and spend smartly. But for today, we just wanted to talk to you about changing your mindset and the benefits that it can have. Because as we said at the beginning, there's no point in looking for frugal living tips if you don't go into it with the right mindset.
Exactly. You need to be able to make it a long-term goal.
Exactly.
You need to be able to sustain it. So
that you can be new sporty.
Bargain Betty, champion of the world.
Okay, let's just say goodbye.
Okay.
It was lovely to see you again, and we'll see you next week for more simple living
escapades. Bye.
No, you don't want to be Bargain Betty.
Oh, I want to be? I don't want to be Frugal Fanny either. Whatever that Fanny. Sorry, lots of swearing today.
I'm Ange. and this is sporty.
Together we are mostly mindful.
We encourage you to shop as much as possible, buy all the junk that you can. Are we going shopping after this? I'm Ange, and this is sporty.
From Mostly Mindful, where we encourage you to buy less, do more, and live sustainably.
Okay, you do our names and I'll do the other part.
I'm Sporty, this is Ange. From Mostly Mindful.
Hold on a sec, just give me 1 second. Okay, go, do it.
I mean, nobody wants to feel cheap, obviously. So let's make the distinction.
Yeah, let's start by making that distinction. Well, I wanted to say something.